If we identify as an Enneagram Type 6, then one of the main characteristics of our personality will be that we instinctively tend to perceive reality as an ever-changing world in which we can prosper by seeking as much stability as possible. To put it more concisely, if we're an Enneagram Type 6, then one of our strongest motivations in life will be to find safety and security in the world. As you can imagine, there are many significant benefits to living our life with an emphasis on safety and security. Indeed, if we value safety and security above all else, then we're likely to be attentive, cautious and cooperative, we're likely to be skilled at accurately identifying safety hazards, we're likely to be loyal towards people around whom we feel safe, we're likely to be respectful, trustworthy and responsible, we're likely to be good at debunking questionable claims, and so on and so forth. In other words, as an Enneagram Type 6, we'll typically be a skeptical seeker of safety and security. However, like before, the talents that we possess as an Enneagram Type 6 can bring out both the best in us and the worst in us. As a first example, our Type 6 talent to be cautious, on the one hand, enables us to carefully consider the advantages and disadvantages of making particular choices, yet on the other hand, can lead us to experience chronic indecision. Indeed, if we deeply desire to feel safe and secure, then it can be tempting to avoid making important choices, because making any major choice means abandoning the familiarity of our present moment and stepping into an uncertain and potentially unsafe future. However, if we consistently avoid making important decisions in our life, then we'll inevitably lose control over the course of our life in ways that are unpredictably disruptive. As a second example, our Type 6 talent to be loyal towards people around whom we feel safe, on the one hand, enables us to committedly work for the benefit of the people towards whom we feel loyalty, yet on the other hand, can lead us to sacrifice our own independence. After all, if our sense of safety depends on other people, then our loyalty towards others can easily overshadow our loyalty towards ourselves, and our behavior can become detached from our conscience. Indeed, if we consistently devote ourselves to others with unquestioning loyalty, then we'll inevitably act in ways that violate our own personal values. As a third example, our Type 6 talent to accurately identify safety hazards, on the one hand, enables us to act responsibly in the present and plan wisely for the future, yet on the other hand, can lead us to experience severe anxiety and paranoia. After all, because as an Enneagram Type 6, we're so acutely aware of ways in which our personal safety might be at risk, we can easily worry about threats which only exist within our imagination. If we're consistently unable to tell the difference between realistic actual danger and unrealistic imaginary danger, then we'll inevitably descend into a downward spiral of fear and suspicion. So, based on the descriptions provided in this segment, we can say that if we identify as an Enneagram Type 6, then we can generally optimize the level of well-being we experience by 1. Acknowledging that fear is a naturally occurring emotion which we can learn to manage constructively whenever we're confronted with important choices. 2. Learning to be just as loyal to our own personal values as we are to people who make us feel safe. 3. Learning to tell the difference between realistic actual threats to our personal safety and unrealistic imaginary threats to our personal safety so we can respond accordingly.